rather early here at Death Valley, and we're heading out to a scene that we saw yesterday afternoon while scouting. Felt this would work really well for sunrise, so now we just have to try and get out there at sunrise. So of course we're here before sunrise and get the shot. We finished up the shot out here. The lights come up pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I ended up having to bring the ISO up to about 640 on this because it was getting pretty, it was getting a little breezy and it was getting kind of shaky, and that gave me a high enough shutter speed to get a good sharp image. Sheila made us do a little dance thing on one of the ridges, which, believe me, I'm not a good dancer, so see what that looks like. Now we'll head back to camp and have breakfast. So see you soon. Well, we spent the afternoon wandering around out here in Death Valley and went out to Badwater Basin, which was pretty cool. And then we went and hiked out to a canyon that someone told us about. Checked it out. It's pretty cool. Didn't bring my big camera with me, so got a few shots maybe with the X-T4. We'll see what that looks like. We did run a time lapse because the light coming through the valley was really cool, and the clouds and stuff. And the clouds have been moving in, so we'll see how that all comes out. So we're out at the Salt Flats area, Death Valley, wandering around looking for compositions for a morning shot. And there's some cool stuff out here. But you got to be really careful walking because first off, it's kind of, at least at this moment, very muddy and slimy. And these salt crystals are very fragile and they aren't going to regrow. So you got to really be careful walking. Mesquite sand dunes out here. It's kind of late afternoon. We got probably about an hour to 2 hours before sunset. So we'll see what we can find out here. Pretty neat area. Trick is going to be finding spots without footprints in it that makes sense. So that's what I am targeting. The sun's going down, the light's about over. Went out here at the Mesquite sand dunes, and what's interesting is we didn't really go for the big sand dune pictures. We actually found there's these like pools that had really thick mud tiles in them, and they looked really cool. So we ended up taking some cool pictures of that. And there's some other areas where there was different like textures of sand that we took some pictures of. So Not really what you'd expect from a sand dune, but it was cool. It was what really struck us. So that's kind of what's important. But it's a really neat place, and would definitely be back. Morning, out in Salt Flats there at Death Valley, and getting a sunrise shot going. We got 0 clouds in the sky, so that's just the way it works out here sometimes. As usual, I got my time lapse going, and we got the still camera set up over here. And we're hoping the mountains in the background back there will light up pink. They've lit up kind of a brilliant pink every morning. We've been out here, so we'll see. We did bring some camp chairs that we have set up over there along to set our gear on and stuff, because it is nasty salt crystals, salt muck out here that will probably erode anything it touches very quickly. So you don't want to set anything down on it, and the camp chairs worked out well. Finishing up here, got the time lapse and the regular camera going. I used a polarizer on it to kind of get the contrast really nice between the white and the dark on the little water rivulets, and then we got some great reflections coming down from the mountain in there. The mountain's really lighting up nice and pink and looking good. Had to do a little rescue of Sheila.
I kind of fell in a hole.
When she fell into a hole, which almost ruined the shot, you know, because I was rescuing her and the light was coming on really nicely, so she kind of almost screwed things up, but oh well. That's the way it goes. You gotta rescue your wife, or life will not be good. Back to the van and hose off Sheila's leg and shoe, and probably put them into a toxic waste bag, at least a biohazard bag of some sort.
Yes.
And head back to camp, clean Sheila up some more probably, and then have some breakfast.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe.
Water.